guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. I'm not alone. I'm joined by Clash with Shane. Shane, what's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, man. We have finally some exciting news to talk about in Clash Royale. A brand new update, new champion, new balance changes, and more. So lots of cool stuff happening in the game.
And we're gonna play the best decks that we've identified with some help from the community too. I tweeted out a lot of requests for us to try different decks. So we tried a few. We've come up with our favorites. So I'm very curious to see what your favorite archetypes, the best decks for the Mighty Miner. But first, I guess let's just jump into our first match. And as we do, what are your overall impressions of the card? Yesterday I had Morton on, man, and he said it wasn't like blown away with the card, but I think he's super strong. What do you think? And I have a friendly battle up.
Are you in the clan?
Oh, I'm in my own clan. Be right back.
Yeah, so I'm surprised that Morton says that, because I think that the Mighty Miner is going to be by far the strongest card in the game. Like, I think it's going to dethrone the Archer Queen as the most broken card in the game. It is a tank destroyer like the Infernal Dragon and the Infernal Tower. However, it has a ton of health, so even like a lightning spell won't destroy it. And it has limited options for resetting because of the ability to maneuver it to the opposite side of the arena. I think it's going to be a beast. Like, watch this. When you go opposite lane here, bats are useless. Pump goes down. Final right here for your pump. The Mighty Miner's going to lock on, and it's going to get, some damage done.
Okay.
But overall,
I emergency bar barreled it too. So you think the strongest card in the game, Shane?
Yeah, I think Mighty Miner is going to be actually busted even more than Archer Queen.
But I'm the queen!
Not more than Archer Queen currently is. I think Archer Queen is beyond broken right now, but I think Archer Queen after the nerf might be a step below where the Mighty Miner will be.
Okay.
So I think it's gonna be a strong card. In terms of the top three kind of decks that I think it'll fit in, I think it's gonna be one of those cards that it's so strong that you can basically put it in any deck, kind of like Archer Queen, and make the deck stronger. But overall, it's gonna be those strategies that rely on defending and counter pushing first that's gonna excel in, because it is such a tanky card. Now, I noticed you got that new buff pump in there, which guarantees some value.
What do you think about the pump, man?
I think pump is going to be everywhere, dude. I think pump's going to be broken.
I'm kind of worried about it.
It's funny because, like, for the past, like, I don't know how many months, years even, people have been like, buff pump, it's useless, it's wasted, blah, 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 blah. But this entire time, I'm like, pump meta sucks. People forget. People forget how bad the pump meta is. You don't want it.
People hated pump until it was nerfed out of your starting hand. So now you're right, man. I feel the same way about mirror, don't you?
Those people are mean and angry and
mean.
Yes.
Or no.
I think we're going to see mirror pump defensive decks are going to be everywhere. Like pump bow, back when people used to play X-Bow pump and just defend the entire game, stack pumps and then go 4 or 5 X-Bows at a time. That's going to come back in the game for sure. Like, it is going to be actually insane. I'm going to go Fireball here so you can't swap that lane. Bats here for this one. They're going to go, I see what you're trying to do. Nice play, nice play. But
okay. Nice defense, nice defense.
That Dark One's pretty good though, right? You like that?
Yeah, that Dark One.
I don't know. I think pump's gonna be broken. I think we're gonna see a lot of defensive pump decks, and I don't think it's necessarily like good gameplay for Clash Royale. Oh, I missed it. Oh, never mind. We didn't miss that. I don't know how that worked. I don't think the defensive gameplay of pump is good for the game overall, but we'll see how it goes. I could be wrong. We'll see how it goes.
I agree with you though. I kind of fear the same. I fear the same, Shane. But we'll see. We will see. So anyway, back to the Mighty Miner. So you're thinking counter push decks. What do you think about Three Musketeer decks? I mean, I'm running one right here, obviously.
I think Three Musketeers decks are gonna be back in the meta for sure with the pump change and the Mighty Miner as a solid ground defense that can counter push in front of the Musketeers. Oh, I forgot about my bomb there. I forgot about that. The bomb just cleared up all those bats.
You had the bomb, bro. You were good.
All right. I didn't realize that. But yeah, I think Three Musketeer decks back in the meta. Pump is gonna carry them hard. And then Mighty Miner with the defensive capability to counter push in front of the Musketeers. It's gonna be insane, dude.
Yeah, man. I'm with you, dude. I don't know. It's hard to say he's gonna be stronger than the Queen because Queen is so strong. But
yeah, she's broken. Are you surprised that they didn't emergency nerf her?
Yes.
Like 6 months ago.
I'm surprised they didn't go harder on the nerf. The
balance is yes. I know, me too. She's like 20% less attack speed during her boost right now. But I'm like, that's not gonna do anything. She's still broken.
I tend to agree, man.
I would have thought that after being like the most busted card in the game for like 6 months now, that would have been like a pretty heavily handed nerf, but the Mega Knight was nerfed harder. Mega Knight got a spawn damage reduced by 20%.
So what do you think about the Mega Knight? What do you think about Mega Knight?
I think he was perfectly fine and didn't need a nerf at all.
Okay. There's two camps: people who are very, very happy, and people, surprise, surprise, and people who are not happy whatsoever about this. Ooh. Yeah.
Am I good?
Maybe.
Don't tell me that bandit connects there. What? Oh.
There it goes. The bandit.
I almost had a follow ready to go.
So what do they do with GG's? What do they do with the bandit? Do they fix her, or what's the deal? What do they?
Bandit. They fixed her bug. So now when she dashes, previously, she was invisible.
Yeah.
Like,
So
nobody
now
would
it's a
target
nerf.
her. Nah. It's a nerf. It's a weird change. It's a weird change because there were certain interactions where she was like stronger because of that.
Yep.
Like for example, if she was at 1 health and there was another unit behind her, she would dash to the tower and your tower would retarget to the unit behind her, but she would stay alive at 1 health because of the nerf or because of the bug.
Yeah.
That no longer happens.
Yeah.
But overall, it should be a slight like, I don't know, change, rework.
Yeah, kind of like a rework. All right, I want to talk about the other balance changes, but first, just break down really quickly that last deck that you played. What do you think about it? What do you think about that fit for the card, in hindsight? It seemed like it was working out pretty well. It's tough to talk and play at the same time.
Yeah, I think it worked out pretty well. I got a bit caught off guard with the 3 Musketeers at a few scenarios.
In the mirror. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think overall, like, having that, because it's a minor control deck I was playing, having the ability with the Mega Mighty Miner, to defend and then counter push like opposite lane with a miner or wall breakers, I think it works really well in those kind of strategies. So that was the theory with that one.
Okay, I liked it. Did you think the 3 Musketeer deck did well?
Yes, I did. Because you caught me off guard with the Mighty Miner going to the opposite lane. Like I would fireball 1 lane and then would just go to tank for the full health Musketeer. So
my viewers
that's
know,
pretty cool.
But you don't know yet, Shane. But Morton did that to me yesterday in our collab. Oh man, I couldn't get the ability off.
And now I'm just gonna use it opposite lane to tank for the 2 Musketeers.
Oh! No! And I'm gonna try that. All right.
So you got tips. I see how it is.
Yeah, no big deal. So the next one I'm gonna try. I'm actually gonna tell you the deck that I'm using because you coined it off air, and I want to give you credit where credit is due, Shane.
Okay.
But I'm gonna try the double drill deck. The double drill.
Yes.
We got the drill.
I like
of
double
the
drill.
Mighty Miner. I always want to call him the Mega Miner, not the Mighty.
I agree. I think I don't know. I think there's too many Mega cards in the game, so they want to go Mighty.
Mega. I'm not saying they should. He should be called that. I'm just saying I want to.
Yeah. I accidentally had the same deck. Just a heads up, but it's okay. It's okay. It'll be fine.
Oh, you're playing.
It'll be a good test of the deck.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. All right.
It'll be a good test of the deck.
I gotta say, I really, really loved the. I really loved the whatchamacallit there, the 3 Musketeer
I like
deck.
it. Yes. I know that 3 Musketeers is like your favorite archetype to play, or was back in the day.
Yeah,
so,
man.
Dude, look at those goblins just building up. That firecrackers destroying.
Yeah, dude.
What?
The thing about the big fella is, or the Mighty Miner, he has a lot of HP, right? A lot of HP.
Yes, he's tanky. Cool. He's the tankiest champion. Watch this right for this.
Super tank.
And tank for that one. He's gonna destroy your spears. Walper's gonna go in there. Boom, bop. There we go. That furnace is dead. Then we can go bats over here for your Mighty Miner. You're gonna go swap lanes with that.
Yeah.
There's no point to even do it right now, though, right? Because it's already dead.
Oh, yeah? You're right. I just wanted to show you. I just want to show my viewers what it's like, Shane, when he switches lanes. That's all,
Pretty cool. I like
you're right, though. That's a real waste of an ability. You got to be careful of that. All right, let's do this.
Yeah, the thing with the Mighty Miner is this ability does cost 2 elixirs. So similar to the Skeleton King, you have to be a lot more careful with when and where you use it, right?
Yeah.
Whereas
Queen, you're right.
With a 1 elixir ability like Archer Queen or Golden Knight, even if you waste it, it's not that big of a deal. But 2 elixir, you gotta be careful with how you use it because it can cost you.
But the fact
overall, though,
I think the ability, it's pretty expensive for 2 elixir, but it can be a game changer. But you're right, you can waste it a lot. But the 4 elixir for the card, it seems like it should be a 5 elixir card, right?
Yeah.
Because he has way more HP than even like a knight,
Yeah, he's got more health. He's got more health than the Golden Knight, more health than the Skeleton King. He's I don't even know, man. It's just like he's got Inferno Tower damage with the health of a tank.
Yep. It's pretty insane. And we haven't seen him charge up just yet. But when he charges up, oops.
He does a ton of damage.
It's a ton of damage.
So I'm gonna knock yours back right now to get rid of the damage. Oh, but he's got low range. So when I locked your Mighty Miner there, it's mine reset as well. Because yours was knocked out of range. His range is so short that it reset mine as well, which is a little bit odd, in my opinion.
The resets are gonna be weird. He can be reset like he's not shooting infernos, but he can be reset like he is.
Like zaps and snowballs, E-wizards. The one thing of note here is the Mighty Miner is useless against Electro Giant because every time he attacks it, he resets his charge. So for a tank destroyer, you cannot rely on it to destroy. Oh,
that reflect. Hey, what do you think about the Electro Giant?
I don't know. So I thought in my head my initial reaction to the change was it's going to be weaker because the Electro Giant already had a hard time getting to towers.
Yep.
And now with lower health and lower damage and the same pull distance, he has the longest pull distance out of any of the tanks in the game. With the same pull distance, it's going to be hard to get it to a tower. But
true.
I think with the 70 elixir cost, you're going to see the whole archetype of Electro Giant shift away from a beatdown strategies to more of a cycle deck where they focus on, E-Giant in the back, baiting out a response card, and then quickly going back to another E-Giant in the opposite lane, or
like Royal Giant, kind of like how people play Royal Giants a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
like
interesting.
Royal Giant deck.
That's a very interesting take there, man. I didn't even think about that. I thought that overall it was a little bit more of a buff, though.
You think it's more of a buff?
Yeah, I thought it was more of a buff. I could be wrong. I don't know.
I just thought that if you have a building
15,
in your deck,
one less,
it already dies so easily.
One less elixir, though?
It's a huge change, right? You think so?
I don't know. One less elixir for...
I see what you're trying to do. I'm going to go one of these, though, because I'm ready for that.
I was a little late, too. I was a little late. You're trying out the new Ram Rider, huh?
There we go. So the Ram Rider slows less, too.
Yep.
What do you think of that change?
I think it was okay.
I think it's good, because I think having like a Ram Rider...
Totally
it's kind of broken
something.
how you can use your win condition to defend your opponent's win condition and then counter push. I just thought it was a bit overpowered with the snare. The 70% snare is still going to be powerful. Like a balloon will still be stopped by a Ram Rider. It won't get through, but it just allows a bit more counterplay potential. I think. I'll go Mega Knight this lane here. I think the thing with the Mighty Miner is we're going to see in the future the true potential unlock, because everyone's just doing the obvious right now. I'm gonna use my ability, go to the opposite lane.
You're totally right.
We're gonna see some new unique things players do in the end. I think I saw somebody posted on Twitter today was if you have your opponent's tower down already, you can place your Mighty Miner in that spot and then immediately activate the ability to go directly on your opponent's tower, directly on their tower instantaneously. So that'll be kind of cool.
Repeat that? I don't follow.
So if you have one of your opponent's towers down already, which gives you the ability to drop troops on their side of the arena, you can drop the miner, activate the ability to go onto their other standing tower.
Gotcha. Does
that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. And he does, again, we're not really doing a great job of showing it here, but he does such a good job of powering up. He can kill tanks in towers really quick if unchecked, right? Like the Inferno Dragon.
Boom. We're good. Double this back right here.
Uh-oh.
Like that. Ram Rider goes through. Ram Rider connects.
Ram Rider breaks through, man.
Fireball right here destroys both the wizards.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Get off my... I'm not even going to try it. All right, no big deal. No big deal, Shane. No big deal.
Ram Rider's still good. Ram Rider's still a strong
Any
card.
other card that you have strong thoughts on,
For balances? I think they missed a few cards. A little bit disappointed that they didn't nerf the Skeleton King. I think Skeleton King was a bit too strong. I think they missed Fire Spirit. This is an interesting one. But I think Fire Spirit was deserving of a nerf. Just for one elixir, it does more damage to a tower than a Fireball does. I think it was just due for a slight damage nerf.
Okay.
But
the Ice Spirit buff, though, 30% extra freeze duration, that was pretty insane. Do you think that was... did you see that one coming? Archer's Ice Spirit? I think those were, surprising to me.
Yeah, hopefully Expo's not back in the meta, but
yeah, right.
I think the Ice Spirit change is to help give it more of a use case versus the E Spirit.
Versus E Spirit.
Because why would you ever use Ice Spirit when you can just use E Spirit, which has basically the same stun, but changed to 8 targets, right?
Yeah, no, it's true, but I do feel like Ice Spirit was still a good card in a vacuum. But I guess you're right. You have to compare it to the new cards out there, so it does make sense.
So the question then begs is, should they have nerfed the E Spirit instead of buffing the Ice Spirit, right? Should they have reduced the chains of the E Spirit to compensate?
I like this change. I don't think it's going to make the Ice Spirit broken, but I'm just surprised. I think 30% extra duration is pretty significant. All right, so here, we played 6 decks, man.
Yep.
Right? Actually, you played 2 decks twice. What was your... You had 3 Musketeers, right? Was it 3 Musketeers?
My next deck was 2 Musketeers. It was basically very similar to the one you picked, yeah.
That's perfect then. So we think the best decks, our opinion is, to conclude this video, our opinion is 3 Musketeers, Graveyard, kind of a mighty minor deck, the double minor deck, right? And then we have the double drill deck, which I really liked. And then we have Graveyard. So those are our top decks, right? Yeah, or actually the Mega Knight one. Talk a little bit about the Mega Knight one. What do you... Yeah.
I think it did pretty well in the Mega Knight deck. It's kind of just the
won.
whole anchor was defending and counter pushing, but the Mega Knight kind of already does that. So I'm not too sure if it's gonna be a super solid fit there, but it was worth a try.
Well, at least you got 4 good. Like we stand by Graveyard, 3 Musketeers, double Miner, and double Drill. Right? Those are our 4 faves, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, Shane, listen, I think everybody in the world watching this video right now knows where to find you, but I'm sure you have plenty of Mighty Miner content coming up on your channel and much more, right?
I do. Yeah.
All right, so guys, at Shane's YouTube channel, his Twitter, his Facebook page. You're uploading on Facebook now every day, is that right? Almost?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So all that information along with the player stats and profile will be in the show notes below. Shane, thanks again for coming on, man. Always a pleasure, bro.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Always happy.
Guys, that's going to do it for the video. Thank you for watching. Tell us what one of these decks do you like the most, and which deck did we forget? Which archetype are you dying to try the Mighty Miner in, and what do you think about the card? Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.